Hey everybody, I thought I'd give you a quick review of the new Hoyt Nitrum Series. Now I'm shooting a Hoyt Nitrum 34, and this is an unbelievably impressive bow. You know, I was a huge fan of the Hoyt Carbon Spider and definitely skeptical of an aluminum riser bow after shooting that, but I'm just here to tell you I've had this for several weeks now. I've been able to go on several hunts with it and do a lot of shooting. You know, definitely have already put this to the test, so I'm here to give you a true review of what I think about this bow, and it is by far the best aluminum bow on the market. Now, the Nitrum series has a couple really unique technologies this year, as well as the new Hoyt Carbon Spider ZT. First and foremost, they've got the new zero torque cable guard system. Now, this is unlike anything on the market because it is a flexible system that as you draw back, your cables are allowed to flex in towards the bow, which helps eliminate torque. But more importantly, this system is actually opposite of systems that are out there. It actually pivots in and they're closer to the bow, whereas on others, they're actually behind the bow. What this does is it actually allows your cables to arc in the natural position that they would flow, which is as you draw the bow back, they're going to want to go in and they're going to want to come back towards the archer. So by putting that pivot point in the rear portion of this roller guard system, it allows it to pivot back and towards the archer. But this has completely changed how well my bow tunes. I'm just here to tell you that a direct indication that this type of system is working is when your arrow and your center shot alignment, as well as your pin alignment over the top of your shafts, are perfectly in line and perfectly true. I'm able to have an exact center shot right down the string, right down the center of the riser, and my pins sit right on the edge of my arrow shaft. That indicates to me that my riser is not flexing near as much as when I draw it back with a traditional roller or cable guard system. This thing shoots great. It tuned super easy, gave me an instant bullet hole, but what's most impressive about it is just how quiet it is and how it feels in your hand. I know that a lot of bows out there just keep getting quieter and quieter and you think they keep feeling better. This one has completely changed the game once again, and a lot of that has to do with this brand new kind of turbine looking offset riser design. This new type of design allows you to dramatically stiffen this riser above here, as well as this arch or bridge that they've put down here on the lower piece has, which is something that they had on previous target model bows, also dramatically increases the stiffness below. I've got some extra release rope on here just because I always like to have some with me when I travel on hunts. So that's why you see the green loop material on there. But this bow is extremely impressive. Just to give you a rundown of my true numbers, I'm a 31-inch draw. I'm shooting an 80-pound bow. But what's important about that, and I guess the reason why I'm shooting an 80-pound bow is because this year I had several larger game hunts, including elk and moose. I wanted to have some higher poundage. Not to mention the Z5 cam that's on these. The Z5 cam pulls super smooth, so I feel like I'm able to pull that heavier weight with the same amount of effort as if I had a bow that was in the mid-70s. So I'm comfortable with that weight. I'm able to draw it sitting down. I'm able to let it down slow. But what's important as well is I'm not just shooting 80 pounds for the speed. I'm actually shooting an Easton Axis 260 spine. This is a new heavy spine arrow that they came out with last year for long draw and heavy pounded shooters. It utilizes the nanocarbon technology, and this arrow, as it sits right here, 260 spine, it's approximately 11.5 grains per inch. It's got a 50 grain brass hit insert as well as a 100 grain Ulmer edge is what I'm shooting right now. I've got some custom made arrow wraps, the AAE 260 Elite Nock on vanes, and a nocturnal nock. This arrow weighs 530 grains. Right now, this Hoyt Nitrum 34 is shooting this at 292 feet per second. That's over 100 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. I think 100.37 foot-pounds. That's amazing numbers, true numbers. The Nitrum series is going to be available in 3 different axle-to-axle lengths, or 3 different styles. You're going to have a 30-inch, you're going to have a 34-inch, and then you're going to have a turbo model. The 30 and the 34-inch are going to shoot at about 300 to 332 feet per second, true measuring of speed. And then the turbo model will have a brand new turbo cam. It's not going to use the same Z5 cam. It'll have a turbo cam, which they're getting speeds. It's a 33 axle-to-axle bow, getting speeds at 350 feet per second. That's amazing. That's a great bow for shorter draw length people, or people who are really seeking to either shoot a super heavy arrow or to shoot a super fast arrow. It's really up to you. But just to give you a quick rundown of how my setup is built exactly, I've got, the 34 Nitrum. I went ahead and accessorized with the accessory kit to get some green accents on there. I actually used one of my older green Hoyt grips on there. I've got the brand new Fuse playback stabilizer. This is awesome. This is a Fuse stabilizer custom built to utilize the Tacticam 1080 HD camera. This is a great camera that's true to eye imagery. It's not like a GoPro where things look further away. It's true to what your eye sees. You're able to capture your own hunt with a simple press of a button. This is an awesome item. I've got some great footage and recorded some super cool things on a few hunts I've already gone on. Other than that, I'm shooting a Trophy Taker Smackdown Pro Arrow Rest. I'm shooting a Sherlock Lethal Weapon Max sight, which is a sight that I've shot for years and years and years. You're definitely going to want to get out and check this new Nitrum out. I would go outside and shoot a little bit for you, but it's super windy today. I'll probably just go ahead and give you a little sneak peek at some of the footage you're going to get to see on Season 5 of Nock On. I'll go ahead and show you one of the first things I shot with this. Up in Canada, I shot a grouse at 80 yards. This is a pretty sweet shot, but I'm just here to tell you right now, you need to get into a local Hoyt dealer and just shoot this bow for yourself. There's not a lot of products out there that just one shot could be the seller, but I'm just here to tell you, the Nitrum is the best aluminum bow I've ever shot. You definitely want to check it out. $70. 70 yards, dead grouse, perfect shot.